Why the first $100,000 is the most important money you'll ever save. You know that subtle shift when you check your bank account and instead of feeling tension, you exhale? The numbers no longer feel like a countdown to disaster, but the foundation of something more. It doesn't happen at $1 million, and it's not tied to income. It happens earlier than most people realize. Your first $100,000 is quietly transformative, not because it makes you rich instantly, but because it fundamentally changes how your brain, your decisions, and your future operate. I'm Daniel, and on this channel we focus on understanding money in real terms, building systems that work, and making decisions based on logic rather than hype. If that sounds valuable, take a moment to like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment telling me where you are in your financial journey. It helps guide the kind of content I make. Most people misunderstand how wealth grows. They imagine a straight line of slow accumulation that eventually becomes freedom, or they picture extremes, someone born with advantage or a life spent grinding without reward. Wealth doesn't operate this way. It grows in thresholds, invisible levels where, once crossed, your options expand and your progress accelerates. The first $100,000 is one of these thresholds. It represents stability, optionality, and the moment when money stops controlling you and you begin to control money. Before reaching this milestone, most financial decisions are dictated by scarcity. You accept jobs you don't want, stay in situations you don't like, and make choices from fear instead of opportunity. When unexpected expenses feel catastrophic, your brain is trapped in survival mode. Scarcity consumes mental bandwidth, leaving no room to plan for the future, negotiate effectively, or explore investments that could generate real returns. Each dollar matters, not because of the math, but because your brain perceives it as a matter of survival. Crossing $100,000 begins to change that dynamic. The narrative shifts. Car repairs no longer destabilize your month. A medical bill is inconvenient, not catastrophic. Temporary income interruptions are stressful, but survivable. With $100,000, your financial foundation stops being fragile. This is not about lifestyle upgrades, it's about breathing room, the kind of space that allows your brain to focus on growth rather than just preservation. That freedom of thought is where compounding begins to work, not just in numbers, but in decision-making. The mathematics of this milestone reinforce its power. If you save and invest steadily, say $2,000 per month at an 8% average return, reaching your first $100,000 takes years of consistent effort, discipline, and patience. That initial journey is slow, often tedious, and where most people quit. But once you reach that milestone, your contributions start working alongside your existing balance. Returns accelerate, progress compounds, and momentum begins to exist in a way that wasn't possible before. Every subsequent step becomes easier. The principle doesn't change, the scale amplifies it. The psychological shift is just as important as the numbers. Saving $100,000 is not just accumulation, it is a lesson in consistency and self-discipline. Each month spent resisting impulsive spending, tracking your progress, and delaying gratification builds a financial identity. You prove to yourself that you can control money instead of reacting to it. This identity influences every future decision. Minor expenses lose their power over you because your mental energy is freed for the choices that actually shape long-term wealth. Housing, transportation, investments, career growth, and income growth become your priorities, and clarity emerges naturally. With $100,000, opportunity becomes tangible. You can invest in real estate, explore side businesses, or negotiate career moves from a position of strength rather than desperation. That money is optionality made visible. Often, you never need to spend it. Simply knowing it exists changes how you act, improves your confidence, and allows you to see opportunities that were invisible before. This is how wealth begins to compound quietly, not just in your accounts, but in your life decisions and career trajectory. The danger lies in misunderstanding this milestone. Many people reach $100,000 and immediately treat it as a reward, buying a car, upgrading a lifestyle, or making other discretionary purchases. The number is not a prize, it is a foundation. Treat it as such, and it becomes a seed for future growth. Mismanage it, and you reset the process. Every dollar spent unnecessarily before it has been allowed to work represents lost opportunity. The first $100,000 is the launchpad for leverage, compounding, and financial freedom. The milestone also shifts your career in quiet but powerful ways. With financial stability, you negotiate from strength. You can say no to unreasonable demands, explore better opportunities, or take risks that were previously impossible. You don't have to quit your job, but if you choose to, you can do so without panic. That knowledge changes your behavior, and behavior drives outcomes. Confidence backed by capital affects how others perceive you, the assignments you receive, and the recognition you earn. Money becomes leverage in every meaningful decision. Finally, reaching this milestone shifts focus from minor financial anxieties to strategic decisions. Coffee, groceries, and small indulgences no longer consume your attention. Instead, you focus on decisions that truly affect long-term wealth. Housing, transportation, investments, career, and income growth become your priorities. And that clarity is liberating. You make intentional trade-offs rather than reactive choices, and that mindset alone distinguishes those who build wealth quietly from those who chase temporary gratification. $100,000 won't make you rich overnight. It won't make life perfect, but it moves you out of survival mode and into strategy. It changes how you think about money, how you make decisions, and how you approach opportunities. It's the difference between reacting to life and designing it. If this video helped you see the significance of this milestone, take a moment to like it, subscribe for more clarity like this, and leave a comment below. Are you building towards your first $100,000, or are you protecting it right now? Understanding where you are is the first step towards intentional, strategic financial decisions. Start building that foundation today, because your future self is counting on the choices you make now. Your first $100,000 is not just money, it's the moment when control, confidence, and opportunity align. It's the most important money you'll ever save, and it will shape the rest of your financial life in ways that small decisions, hard work, and patience alone can't replicate. Like the video if this helped. Subscribe for more real estate and finance clarity.